we have seen our prerequisite and objective of our very first project, that is Amazon Find Food Reviews Analysis. And also we have seen about the dataset, the features present in our dataset, and by now I expect you must have downloaded the dataset on your laptop or desktop. So by now you have downloaded the dataset and you have a understanding of our dataset. If you don't have the understanding of dataset, please go through our previous video so that you have the understanding of our dataset. So this is my Jupyter notebook. So if you don't know about how to open Jupyter notebook and you have installed it, or you are a beginner to a notebook, so I'm just gonna brief you of how to open a Jupyter notebooks in my laptop. So basically my platform is MacBook. Basically it will be similar in Windows also. So just you have to find the Anaconda navigator here, and here you can see it is a launchpad for Jupyter Lab notebook. So here is our Jupyter notebook. You just have to click on the launch and our Jupyter notebook will open. So this is it. So here you just have to click on new and click on Python 3. Your new Untitled 37, that is the new project file, is created. Here you can begin with your project. Remember, our objective was to, given a review, we have to determine whether the review is positive or negative on the basis of score. We have talked about the score and ratings and all the features present in our dataset in the previous video. If you have not watched it, please watch it and then come back to this video. So our very first step is we will import some libraries we will be using in our project. Libraries are programs written by experts which can be used by other programmers in their program. So we are importing these libraries. First library is we are importing warnings. To ignore unnecessary warnings, we are importing NumPy. NumPy is a library which is used to play with numbers, arrays, and usually it is mainly used for array purpose. Other we are using is importing is pandas. Pandas is basically used for data reading and manipulation and analysis. Like we have to merge two tables together in a data set, then we will use pandas. We also to read data from my laptop, so use pandas there. We will see in our project how we are using these libraries in our project. We are also importing NLTK, which is Natural Language Processing Toolkit. This library provides to work with human language data, like the data which are present in text language. So to work with human language data, we are importing NLTK. We will also see how we are going to work with NLTK library. We are also importing stop words, porter stemmer, bag of words, and TF-IDF and word to work. Don't worry about them. As we go in our project, I will explain these library one by one. So our next step is we will be reading our data. So my data is stored in this directory users. This is my directory. Let me show you for those who are beginners and don't know how to read data. So see here, we are using pandas to read. We have defined imported pandas as PD. So here we are using pandas dot read CSV, and we are storing in DF. DF stand for data frame. You can take any name you want to take. So let me show you the directory of so my data is present in downloads. I have renamed the file as Amazon. So here is my data present. So let me show you the directory info. So see, you can see that directory is given as users, Mohammed Saqib, and downloads. So what we do is just write the directory as given in your file, or where your file is stored, and write it like this. So using pandas you can read your data. After reading your data, the very first step we usually do is we get the head of data. So after getting the head of data, you can see that we see the very data we have downloaded: ID, product ID, user ID, profile name, helpfulness, numerator, denominator, score, time, summary of, and a full review. We have already explained about the data set. I'm again briefing you very quickly. So these are the 10 columns or features we have in our data set, and we have around 50,000 data points or the reviews given by different user. So these are our columns. We also get print the column name. We have again the same column name you see here, which are here, it is printed here. Now, one common problem we see here is the score column has rating like number like 5, 1, 4, 2, 5. So how we will decide that which reviews is positive and negative, because it is not a categorical column, positive or negative. It is given in a numeric form. So we will convert it into positive and negative. So considering we will consider 1 and 2 as negative reviews and 4 and 5 as positive reviews. For score 3 we will consider it as neutral review, and we will delete these rows that are neutral so that we can predict either positive or negative. Other thing is helpfulness numerator says about the number of people found that review useful, and denominators is the sum of the useful review count and plus not so useful count. So from this we can see that helpfulness numerator is always less than or equal to helpfulness denominator. Numerator cannot be greater than the denominator. So our next step is to remove the reviews which have the score is equal to 3. So what we will do, we will only take the reviews where score is not equal to 3. So we are storing that those data points in our df1, naming it df1. After that, what we are going to do is we are converting the score into a categorical data type, like we are converting into positive and negative. For this we are defining a function partition, and if x is less than 3 we are returning positive, otherwise negative, and we are storing in our df1 score. So after doing this, we can see the head of our data set. You can see that our score column is changed into positive and negative. Earlier we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rating. We have successfully converted into positive and negative. So negative ones are the 1 and 2s, and positive one are the 4 and 5. We have neglected the score 3, and because we have considered it as neutral reviews. So our next thing is exploratory data analysis we will do. So exploratory data analysis is the very important and very first step in data science project, because in this part we do the analysis of the data present, like what is present in the data and how much variance is present in the data. We will see what are the steps of exploratory data analysis. Before exploratory data analysis, another very important thing is pre-processing. We cannot work with text data. Remember, our data consists of text file, like our reviews is given in text, but computer cannot understand these text data. So what we have to do is convert these text into numerical vector. So in machine learning there are various techniques for converting these text into numerical vector. We will see each of the technique in this project. Also we will apply the pre-processing, which includes the data cleaning. And data cleaning is basically removing punctuation marks and other stop words. We will see step by step all the pre-processing step we will do in this project. Basically, to convert the text into numerical vector, the techniques we will come across are bag of words, bigram, n-gram, tf, idf, word to vector, average word to vector, tf, idf, word to vector. So these are the encoding technique to convert the text into numerical form. We will learn each of these techniques one by one. Before that we are performing the data cleaning step, that is we are deleting the duplicate entries. Remember, we have 50,000 reviews, but it is possible that there are present duplicates reviews given by the same user. So what we are doing is dropping the duplicates. Here we are writing the code for dropping the duplicates from our data set which have the same user id or same profile name, same user id or same profile name, or at the same time the review is given, or the text is similar. So these are the factors for finding the duplicates in our data set, and we are just writing a single line of code and dropping our duplicates. Also we have seen that helpfulness numerator should always be less than the denominator. So again we are what we are doing is we are considering only those data points where helpfulness numerator is less than or equal to denominator. If it is greater than, if the numerator is greater, then there is some fault in our data and we are discarding it. So these are the very two basic step of pre-processing which we have done. First, what we have done is we have dropped the duplicates, and the other thing we have looking into the data that it is not possible, so we have dropped the data points where numerator is greater. After that, what we have done, we have taken our final x, which is our text data, and the final y, which is our final score. We will get to know why we are taking text and score in a different variable in a while. After that, after that the next step for pre-processing is we convert all the words to lowercase and removing the punctuation and HTML tags if any. So this is the third step of our pre-processing. So in this step, what we are doing is we are converting all the words into lowercase, and we are removing the punctuations and HTML tags if they are present in the reviews. Remember, these punctuation marks or HTML tags which are present in reviews, they are not useful for our data. They will not help us to decide whether the reviews are positive or negative. And we are converting all the words to lowercase to avoid confusion. Other pre-processing step is we stem. Stemming basically is we reduce the word, like example, we tastefully, tasty. These words are converted to stemming is we cut down the word, like these both the words have the same meaning, like tastefully and tasty, both the word have same meaning. So what we do is we reduce this word to TASTI. This reduces the vector dimension because we don't consider all similar words. So we do not have to consider all the similar words. So what we do, we stem these words that both these words have same meaning. So what we have done, we have stem it to tasty. The next pre-processing, we will remove stop words. So what a stop word? So for example, this pasta is so tasty. So in this pasta tasty, these are the two words which are deciding, which are giving the hint of whether the review can be positive or negative. This is so these are stop words because they are not helping us to decide whether the reviews are positive and negative, so they are unnecessary, so we will remove them. To if you want to see all the stop word present in English, so we are printing the all the stop word present using our two-line code. Stop is equal to set stop words dot word English print stop. So these are the stop words present in English which are not useful for our data analysis or data modeling. After this, this is a code for converting our reviews to into lowercase, and we are removing HTML tags, and we are removing punctuation marks. These are very simple lines of code. If you don't understand, please let me know in the comment. I'm not explaining line by line code because it will become very lengthier and very boring for you if I explain each and every line of code. These are very basic and simple code. Where there is a requirement for explanation of code, I will explain you. So in this, you can see that we are using NLTK, Natural Language Toolkit, for using the Snowball Stemmer. So Snowball Stemmer is nothing but a library provided which is pre-written by uh, programmers to be used in our program. So using Snowball Stemmer, we stem our English word, like we have seen the example how we have converted our two words tastefully and tasty into a one word tasty. So Snowball Stemmer does our work here easily. Just by importing Snowball Stemmer, what we have done, that we have stemmed our English word. We have lowercase our word and using yes, see that we have imported re means regular exploration, which is a matching. We are using regular exploration to match our data set. What regular exploration does, it provides the ability to our program to look for these, like writing this line of code. What we are doing, that we are trying to find um, these HTML tags, and we are trying to remove them. So this is the work of our regular expression. We have seen the work of our snowball stemmer. So using simple for loop in our sentence, we are performing these pre-processing steps. After performing the pre-processing step, we are printing our final X, which is the text. So remember, our which is final X is our text. So we see that what we get, like we get each and every word of our reviews here, and the words are stemmed, like arrived, maybe arrive. All the similar words have been stepped to arrive. And remember, not all words are stemmed. The word which have similar meaning have been stemmed here. All the stop words have been removed, and see here, represent, it may be represent or something else. Other the words with similar meaning have been replaced, stemmed with repressed. So this is like we have done the pre this is so this is how we have done the pre-processing. All the stop words, and this is, and uh, here you can see all the stop word, not, each, on, against are being have been removed, and this is, we can see, yeah, all the stop words have been removed, like couldn't, be, off, and all the HTML tags punctuation have been removed, and all the words have been stemmed. So this is all for this video. In this video, we have seen how to read the data and what libraries we have imported, and we have read our data. And what we have done is we have converted our score into categorical data, because it was earlier in numerical form. We have converted into categorical data. After that, we got to know that what exactly is exploratory data analysis. After that, we have performed our pre-processing step. In pre-processing, what we have done is we have first we have removed the duplicates, then we have removed the data points where helpfulness numerator was greater than denominator. After that, what we have done is stemmed our words, and after that what we have done is we have removed our stop words, and using regular expression and NLTK snowball stemmer. After this, we will do our exploratory data analysis. Thank you.